In this video we talk about the system test modes, which are very related and intertwined with the phases of the system development. During the project phase of the development itself, and therefore also for the system test, you can face those different modes to operate in. In theory, it makes sense to differentiate and define them, while the practical application may show not a very hard transition, but more like a soft and overlapping one. Also, the terms for these activities and modes may differ from organization to organization and are used therefore differently by people. The term system test combines all modes, while there are the three following ones that are separated here: system integration, system testing, and system maintenance. Starting with system integration. This happens in the early stage when the product is currently developed and designed. It goes hand in hand with the processes and the people of the system development. At this phase, things can change very quickly. It's an agile environment where also documentation is usually secondary or rarely existing. Therefore, close cooperation between developer and tester is necessary. The way that documentation and processes are handled by the whole project in this phase also affects the test activities. It may be that documentation at this point is reduced to a minimum. And therefore also the test cases that have to be created along with the requirements that are available at each point in time. The first-time integration of new components or products may happen in an integration event where the developer, tester, and other experts together test and evaluate the system. This is also very helpful for a common understanding of the product and for knowledge exchange. In the early phase, the maturity of the product itself may affect the test infrastructure. This therefore has influence to the system integration and needs probably additional effort by the test team. So potentially simulations or other workarounds have to be used. Then the system testing. Once all components and features are integrated successfully, the system testing starts. The test activities at this point are more structured, and proper test planning and documentation are established, at least hopefully. The product itself should be more mature and stable to allow for testing without workarounds or simulations. The test team itself should be enabled with all the knowledge about the product to test it on their own. And the product specification should be so far completed, and therefore also the test cases should be created and reviewed. The system testing follows defined test trigger and allows for generic test planning. In the end, the goal of system testing is to verify the system towards the product launch and therefore sign it off. And then the system maintenance. After the product is launched and its development is completed, the system maintenance starts. This phase is to ensure that products in the market still work. It is important for complex embedded systems that depend on other systems, interfaces, or any kind of software updates. The amount of testing that is done should be well thought through, because the resources during this phase are usually limited, and therefore it is important to pick the right tests and the right activities. At the same time, problems at this phase have direct customer impact. So this puts high importance and significance to the system maintenance. A balance of efficiency of test activities and impact of product problems is the challenge that has to be mastered during system maintenance.